and welcome to our channel Quality Zone Infotech. If you are new to our channel, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and make sure to give it a like. Before I move forward with this video, check us on our other social media networks such as Instagram, Twitter, Facebook and LinkedIn. Now today's video is all about what is website design and website development. Now, web design and development is an umbrella term that describes the process of creating a website. Like the name suggests, it involves two major skill sets, web design and web development. Web design determines the look and feel of a website, while web development determines how it functions. Because there isn't always a hard line that separates the two roles, that is, the title are often used interchangeably. As the web continues to evolve, so do the roles. In almost 30 years since the first website was created, numerous job titles have emerged to describe various skill sets used to create a website, with more coming out every year. These titles are overlap and their meanings change from the company to company. It's enough to make your head spin. Now, what is the difference between a static website and a dynamic website? In general, dynamic means capable of action and or change, while static means stationary or fixed. Dynamic and static websites are terms used to describe two types of sites and the method they use to display. Here, we will explore what terms means for web design. Now let's go first with the static website. A static website, sometimes called a stationary or flat page, is displayed in a web browser exactly as it is stored. It contains web pages with fixed content coded in HTML and stored in a web server. It does not change, it stays the same or the static for every viewer of the site. A static website does not require web programming or database designing. Static is the most basic form of the website and are the most simple to create and are perfect for small-scale sites. Maintaining a large number of static pages can become a time-consuming and impractical hassle very quickly. If you require a website with hundreds of pages and ton of content, a dynamic website may be for you. Now, what are the advantages and disadvantages of the static website? The static website is quick and easy to develop, and also it is cheap to host and develop. Whereas the disadvantages are content can become stagnant and it requires the web development expertise to update. Now the next one is the dynamic website. A dynamic website, also referred as a database driver site, requires web programming and database design. A dynamic website contains information and content that changes depending on factors such as viewer of the site, the time of the day, time zone, or the native language of the country the viewer. The content of your site, like text, images, is stored on the database or content management system. When the information is updated or changed within the database, it changes on the site as well. When a user visits your website, data is passed to the server from the user's browser. When a dynamic site is accessed, pages are generated on the fly, or in the real time, to the user based on this data and visitor. Scripting, code analyzed and interpreted on the web server and resulting HTML is displayed to the visitor's web browser. This means different content can be generated at different time of the day or based on the cookies. That is the little pieces of the data that a web server stores in a visitor's computer, that is called as cookies. Or environmentally variable, that is what kind of browser is being used, or what is the IP address is, or the page they have visited prior to the current page, so this kind of environment. Now this means there are many great things for yourself and your visitors. You can use the content management systems to handle all the links and files and data that would be typical need to be updated on the regular basis. So, such as news or products, you can use dynamic website for the e-commerce purpose, such as storing or updating the products or handling the orders, etc. Now let's see some of the advantages and disadvantages of the dynamic website. Like, the advantages are, it's less hassle to update, it has more functionality, the dynamic, that is the changing content, draws visitors back to the site. Dynamic content helps in the search engines as well. So these were some of the advantages. Now let's see the disadvantages. The first and the most disadvantage is that it is more expensive to the host and relatively slow performance in comparison with the static site. Now let's move forward with why is Joomla and WordPress the best for the website development. Now, choosing a blogging platform might not be hard as choosing the entire content management system that allows you to do more complex web projects. Both of the website developments like Joomla and WordPress have some extended functionality, but let's look into how they compare against one another, and here are some of the features. That is ease of use or appearance and extensions, content management, support, security, and multilingual site. Now, casual bloggers who don't ask for much can easily go for less complicated services. Although, WordPress should always be on the top of the list to make a blog. But when it comes to the entire management or the entire content management systems that allows you to do so more than just one writing a post, things can become a bit more serious. Even in that case, WordPress is still on the top of the list. But in such situation where you think about the whole site, its elements and all the possibilities, some other players in the game are just competitive. So have you heard about Joomla? Now what is Joomla? Just like WordPress, Joomla is an open source CMS that allows you to generate web content and powerful applications. It has been available since 2005, and it has been a good VVP alternative ever since. Although very similar, Joomla is different from very start, and like WordPress, it allows several database options, which is something important to the tech-savvy folks. Now, what is WordPress? WordPress is well known for the straightforward and fast installation process. The site can be online in just about 5 minutes, even when it's your first time. And after the initial login, users usually don't take much to understand the basics of the WordPress. The entire system is user-friendly, so everything makes sense. There is a learning curve involved, but since the most options and the menus are in reach of your hands, you will be navigating through the admin area without any problem. But if you decide that you are interested in more other simple usage, you can always go back and learn with the WordPress step by step. So this was all about the website designing and its development. But I want you to know that why you should choose us, that is the Quality Zone Infotech, for such affordable prices for your website designing and development at just only 9999 rupees. Now, the Quality Zone Infotech website developers are tailored to meet the needs of every website project. Web designs and development in Delhi specialized in innovative designs, flash designs, e-commerce shopping, cards, website redesign, CMS, hosting, maintenance, and SEO that can create every offshore outsource organization succeed. We are the best website designing services provider company in Delhi, India. Web designers at the Quality Zone Infotech can deploy effective web page design and e-commerce program according to the client-specific objectives, web styles that can amplify all web marketing efforts and ensure good results. You can have a web homepage style to your greatest expectations at the least expensive website pricing. We also provide web visual alternatives that are eye-catchy and load efficiency from web pages. Picture dimension and data compressions are two most common tools we use. So, if you are willing to have an amazing website designing team or the website development services, you can contact us on below phone numbers. So that is it for today, guys. Before I end this video, make sure to follow us on our other social media networks such as Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, and Facebook. Thanks for watching.